Press Association. Just wanted to start off with what happened last night and your thoughts on the incident in Dortmund and whether you had any concerns ahead of tomorrow night.
Well, I try not to think much about it. I try to focus on our job and to focus on what we love, which is to play. And this is quarterfinal. We have to be focused on it, and that's what we try. What we try to do. Obviously, solidarity with what happened yesterday, with the player that cannot play today, with the people that were scared. Obviously, yes. But as I was saying, we have to trust. We have to trust the people that is working for our security. We have to believe that the match tomorrow will be just what people want it to be, which is a very good game. So I repeat, I try just to focus on the football.
James from Sky. What's the situation with Wayne Rooney? Was he close to travelling with you, or is it something that's more long-term with his ankle?
He's not happy with this condition. He's trying to work with the team, which he does, but he's not confident, he's not happy. He has bad feelings with his ankle and not ready today. Let's see for the weekend or for the next week. We don't have many players. We need everyone with a minimum of conditions to play, to try to be available. But for tomorrow, no.
Monsieur Mourinho, est-ce que vous trouvez normal qu'un club comme Anderlecht ait remporté plus souvent la Coupe de l'UEFA que Manchester United?
Do you think it's normal that a club like Anderlecht has won more times the UEFA Cup, actually, the Europa League?
I think it's normal, because Man United never plays the UEFA Cup. They are a threat. Yeah, they are. I think they are a good team. They know how to play. They have a certain way of play, I think, adapted to the qualities of their players. And I think we have to play at our best level. I know it is 2 legs. I know that independent of what happened tomorrow, we have to play a second match at Old Trafford, where in the Europa League we are very strong. We are winning every match at Old Trafford in the Europa League. So we have that second leg as a possible protection. But tomorrow is important to play well, because if we don't play well, we put ourselves in a difficult situation. They defend well, they press well, they are good in counter-attack, they have talented players, they have a stadium small but hot, but enthusiastic, big support. And when any team arrives in the quarterfinal of an European competition, every team starts feeling that it's possible. So the same way we feel it's possible, I think Anderlecht also feel it is possible. Long way to be here. We played already 10 matches to be here. Anderlecht played 10 plus the playoff of the Champions League, so I think 12 or 14. Long way to be here. When we arrive here, the motivation is high for everyone.
Paul, is there a microphone just in shot?
Do you think in recent days there's been a lot of speculation about David De Gea and his future? Do you think his form or his concentration has been affected at all by that touch?
I'm not interested in the speculation, and I think if the player is, he shouldn't, because we are playing very important things, and every match for us is crucial. In the Premier League, we lose a match and the top four gets almost impossible. In the Europa League, we lose a match and we are in trouble. Every match is a match that demands from every one of us total focus, and I don't see David with any problem related to this. End of season is a time where players they can be thinking about what is going to happen with their careers, but I think that's end of season.
Last time that Mourinho played here, he scored 4 goals. He got a really huge support from the home fans. Do you think that it's something that means something for him tomorrow, or is it just a part of the history?
I think it's part of history. Score goals everywhere. Probably doesn't even remember that. But we hope he can deliver again, because it's the motivation of everyone in the club to go to the final, and I believe maybe has a little extra motivation because the final is in Sweden, because he never played an European Cup final in such an amazing career that he had. So hopefully his motivation is even higher than all of us. And he has a good feeling with the stadium. Maybe he has. For example, Saint-Etienne, when we played Saint-Etienne, everybody was speaking about these great records against Saint-Etienne as a Paris Saint-Germain player. And then with us, he scored again. So let's see if he can. Let's see if he can.
Jose, you've spoken previously about the sort of problem with the lack of goals in your team, and you scored 3 at Sunderland. Does that show you starting to turn the corner, or is this something you have to wait until the summer to solve and maybe strengthen?
You know, away at home we are scoring enough goals. We are scoring enough goals. At home we don't. We have lots of matches at home with 1 goal score, with 0 goals, with losing 2 points repeatedly. I repeat, I think has a relation with the profile of certain players, but also probably with the way opponents they play against us in our stadium. So do we have to improve that? Yes, we have. If we want to have different objectives, we have to improve that.
Someone here.
Jose, you're going to the top 4 in the Premier League and Europa League success, which brings you to the Champions League place. But how much is that taken out of your players, and how much of a risk is that fighting on both fronts? So few players to choose from at the moment.
No, if when it's still mathematically very possible to finish top 4, I think if we play against Chelsea with the second team, you would kill me. And the country, the football country, would kill me. Because while mathematically it's possible, there is no reason for not to try. So we have to try with the risks you are speaking about. But we have to try. If in a certain moment of the season we have no chances to get the top 4 and we are still in the Europa League, then there is a reason that nobody can deny, that nobody can criticize, because then if we have only the Europa League, we have to focus to the Europa League. Let's go to a scenario where we have to play in 1 week Tottenham, Southampton, Crystal Palace, and then the Europa League final. If we have no chances in the Premier League, everyone has to accept that I just focus on the Europa League. But in this moment, we don't know if we beat Anderlecht. We don't know. Even if we beat them, we don't know what happens after that. And in the Premier League, it's still possible. So we have to go with everything we have, and hoping that no more injuries, hoping that no more suspensions, and hoping that the players, they keep showing the amazing character they are showing to try to go and go and go until the end. So until mathematically it's possible, we are going to fight for the top 4.
Okay, last question.
Jose, how much do you and Manchester United need the Champions League to be involved in the Champions League next season?
We need and we don't need. We don't need because Manchester United history is so big, and Manchester United is so bigger than many other clubs that are playing Champions League, that if Manchester United doesn't play Champions League 2, 3 or 4 years, that doesn't affect the prestige, the dimension and the history of the club. So Manchester United doesn't need to play Champions League, but Manchester United wants to play. Manchester United feels that is the competition adapted to the history, to the ambitions of everyone of the club. So yes, we need to play. Conclusion of the history, we need to fight with everything we have to try to play Champions League next season. And how can we do that? Winning the Europa League or finishing top 4. So we have to go with everything for both competitions. We still have 2 open doors. If one day one door closes because we lose a couple of matches in the Premier League or because we are out of the Europa League, we have another door open. We have to go with everything until the end, and my feeling really is that it's going to happen, that we are going to fight with everything we have in both competitions. But honestly, I have a special feeling with Europa League, and the players is the same, because it's a competition that we can win, can give us the same as the top 4, which is to play Champions League, but can give us a title. And we want 2 titles this season, or 1.5 if you prefer, but we have to fight for the Europa League, and we are doing that since the beginning of the competition. And as I was saying, 10 matches already, you know, Russia, Ukraine, Turkey, Holland, France, Belgium, and fighting and traveling and playing Thursday evening and go to the Premier League and play on the Sundays. Very hard. So we are in the quarterfinal, so Anderlecht can expect that we are going strong.